Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for being patient today. You're going to be watching this matchup. There's going to be I-5 versus Team Illusion starting up right here, right now, and this is going to be the match to watch here as I-5 is fighting for the chance to get into the 4th slot. They're the 5th-seeded team, and we're right into the match. It's going to be 14 minutes on the clock. All the other matches had already begun, and so we're going to get right into this one just to get some action on the screen for you to enjoy on your Sunday afternoon / morning, depending on where you are in the world. As it stands right now, we're going to see 4,600 gold in the lead for I-5 and 8,700 experience as well. 6-12 as it stands already. It looks like Guang's having a good game, but Hone Bots and Neath are not. Neither is Chalk across the way. 5-0 on Sanitary playing Apollo.
Not just that as well, they've got an Odin support on Durgis this game, which we've not seen Odin in a long time in the support role, Drybear. And as well, they're using Adapting in the jungle on Loki, which is one of the things we've not seen in the EU very much, a jungle Loki. Generally is in the solo lane, but look at the picks coming out from I-5. They are very strong picks. The only unusual one, I'd say, is the Odin one after the nerfs.
Yeah, a little bit strange, but Durgis always loves running weird things. That's just what
He's
does.
a crazy man. He likes to bring out...
He's just wild. I don't know what or why.
He wants to reinvent the support role. That's what it is. Every time the support role changes, he's like, he was playing Guardians all the time, and now that Odin's no longer picked, he wants to pick it again. And that's what he's going to look to do today with this team composition. I mean, it's going to help, you know, if he can get Herbois trapped inside his Ring of Spears, he's going to cause a lot of problems for the enemy team, as well as with Scylla and that I'm a Monster.
It's just ridiculous. I don't know. He's just wild. I don't know why he decides to do it, but he does it. Left side, we can see that Sanitry's pushing this lane. Level 16 already versus level 10 Athena and level 12 Neath winning this lane pretty hard. Mid lane, looking for the Loki initiation, looking for the Guang to jump on top of it. There's the Aimstrike Spears. Tempest going to come through here. Will it hit anyone? It's going to hit Odin, knock him up into the tower. The tower is still standing there because jumping from Hoonbots. Hoonbots ultimate on the Loki. Neath also going to come out there. Scylla goes down. Loki's A-okay. Apollo from above. Does he want anything? Is he going to get anything? He's not going to
find anything.
He's not going to get anything. He's going to get out.
He should just go back away from things. You know that big cap spawning soon, so might just wait there and just hopefully pay it off with his ultimate. But gives a small little bit of hope for Illusion there as I-5 go way too aggressive in the middle lane, Drybear. And if they do that for the rest of this tournament, if they manage to advance through this one, I don't think they'll make it to LAN if they're going to come up against SK next game and who have moved on to face whoever wins this game.
That's right. It's going to be a tough road for them, and this is looking pretty sharp already. Looking to see what they can do with this one. Left side, and he pushed up by Sanitary yet again. Here's the problem with getting Apollo farm early is that he's just going to split push. There's nothing you can do about it. And the problem with him being ahead is that if you try to do it solo, you're going to defend it by yourself, he's going to kill you. So you need to spend 2 people to go defend it, because otherwise he's just going to solo whoever goes over there, and that just makes things harder and harder for everybody.
And also, just looking at this as well, we can see Athena's picked up Shell. Now, this is one of the actives that we don't see very often at Drybear, but it is a very good active overall, giving your team protections but for a few seconds. And especially on someone like Athena who can dunk down into a team fight, it will help her out. And against a team that, realistically, you don't really need a weakening curse on, so to speak, it's not a bad pickup.
Well, I think it's more not necessarily the fact that the lineup that they have. I think it's more so the lineup that I-5 has. You have 3 very bursty, strong characters, Scylla, Habwa, and Loki. If you can shell through the majority of their damage, you can avoid a lot of kill potential on the side of I-5. Loki and Scylla especially, once they've used their abilities, don't really have much to offer after the fact. And so if you're able to actually just dump everything on the shell and then avoid that, you can actually have a good chance of winning the team fight with how squishy that they are. Loki is looking for initiation on the left side. Jungle not going to find it, actually going to go for the blue buff instead. One of the problems with being so far behind early on is you can't control your own jungle, and that's what we're seeing right here.
Yeah, this is what you're going to see from I-5 now, trying to control the jungle area. Good sentry ward, though, coming out from Illusion there. Just on the left side of mid, just to make sure they can try and control some of the vision coming out. They've actually put, yeah, they've just got that sentry ward there at the moment, but it's a good decision to use that. And people are starting to realize how big sentry wards really are.
Dunking down. Apollo's going to find him. Now looking for the Athena onto the tower. Tower is still on top. It's actually switching to Apollo now. Hoonbots is in. There's the ult forcing him forward. Overhand smash coming through. Needs the Sacred Monkey, but uses it during the jump. Can't find it. Guang wants the Apollo. Going to find that ultimate hit. There's a sprint. Needs a dash. Squall's going to miss. Needs a tornado. Tornado's not going to land. Looks like Apollo should be A-okay here unless the tornado lands. Nope, there's the dash. Good shot. Athena goes down there. Guang with a blink trying to find it. Serenity comes out. Purification means there goes the root. The crush doesn't hit, but here comes Habwa. Oh, the knockup misses as well. Looking for the follow shot, not going to find it. Rushing water, going to find it. There goes the hit, and that's a free Gold Fury if they want it, spawning right here, right now. Chalk and Hoonbots the only ones left standing. That's a rough situation.
I mean, that's the difference. I mean, Illusion's one of these newer teams on the block in the EU as well, Drybear. And one thing they're going to find is that I-5 are great rotations and coming out of bad situations. I mean, left-hand side, they dived the tower and picked up Neef, stayed in too long, and then immediately Illusion aggressed on them, but the rotations coming out from I5 paid dividends for them, and they made it work for themselves and got a gold tier as a reward as well.
It really did. I think it's working so great. Looking at the charts right now, you can see 7,200 gold in favor of I5, 14,000 experience in the lead. They're looking so sharp right now. That gold 3 made such a big difference to push them all the way up over the top. When you see the right side being pushed up, the right tower is down, the mid tower is down, left tower, the only standing tier 2 for Team Illusion, and there's no illusion about it. They are very far behind right now, and they have to be very careful with their next steps. Mid lane needs to be controlled very heavily here by Al Gualing. The book is complete. Stacking that one up is going to be his biggest prerogative. It's probably very close considering how long he's been in the mid lane. But looking at the damage charts overall, player damage dealt most by Neith and Al Gualing across the way. Just a little bit more there for Apollo.
Oh, wow.
So it seems like they're keeping up in damage, but they're not keeping up in team fights.
Sturgis just forced the Fear No Evil by jumping in solo there into the enemy team. So that's going to be on cooldown right now, and Sturgis quite tanky at the moment. You know, he's got his Sovereignty working on that Runeforge hammer as well, just to increase the amount of damage he's going to do, as well as give him some extra protections. But look at this Fire Giant rush. They're going to look for the opportunity, knowing Fear No Evil's down, and Illusion are out of position for this one.
Yeah, and there's nothing they can do. I mean, Humat's ultimate is down. They ended up going home. That's the biggest thing.
Athena, oh, look at the ring!
Good ring. Chalk's going to go in here, but he doesn't have anything. Athena's not in range. They steal it! Odin ran away! Durgis was not in place to defend that. Didn't even see the Athena, I think. The Tornado's going to take him out here. Huge misplay by Durgis, not looking for the commit on the Hand of the Gods for the Fire Giant. Jumping forward, Loki vanished, going to finish off Athena here as they're looking for the follow-up here on Loki. Loki to dash away, and his base attack there goes the damage. The blink comes out. Good basic attack as Cosmo gets it. Apollo looking for the dunk. Who's going to go for it here? No one's really that low. Chalk being forced away. Crush comes out there. There's a torrent, but he's got nowhere to go. Mutus goes down there. But a huge oversight by I5, not looking for the commitment on the Fire Giant. They're going to lose it and give it to Team Illusion, buying more time for their team to stay in the lead.
They are, but at the same time is that they've overcommitted now Illusion. They've got the Fire Giant, and they should just back to base and play safe. And Humbat's caught out of position here. Rockbeat in a hard play. Sikim's going to miss. Crush is going to connect. They're looking for the damage. There's the leap away. Could have chosen to go over the red pit, but there's the Fear No Evil being forced out for now. But Illusion have managed to stall this game out with that great Fire Giant steal for them. However, a bit of a misplay coming out of I5. If they're going to make those plays today, this is not the day to make those mistakes.
It really isn't. And, you know, honestly, they're feeling it right now. They're 5th seed. They want to make it to 4th seed. They can't make these kind of mistakes, but they're going to recover from it pretty nicely. Now, consider the fact that 7,000 gold is still their lead, 14,000 experience. They were able to kill 3 out of the 5 players. So you can see that Ao Guang has the Fire Giant buff, Humbots has it, and nobody else has it. So realistically, they lost their opportunity, and that was probably the biggest cost for them, is the opportunity cost.
Exactly.
In the way that they can't actually use the Fire Giant for their own methods. But they also took away a lot from Team Illusion for them committing to it. You know, honestly, the game would be very different right now if they were able to get the Fire Giant buff, because all 5 of them are still alive. They would be able to come through and actually get some kills with it and push up the mid lane. But without it, they're going to have to buy some more time and farm back up.
Well, at the moment, I5 still in the lead, as you can see by the gold charts, massively as well. I mean, it's only going to delay what looks like the inevitable, but if Illusion can get a Fire Giant once more, but if it respawns, they can hold these towers they've got, Drybear. They have a way back into this one, but the level disparity between the 2 hunters right now is humongous. Level 20 to level 15, 5 level advantage, and you can see in the jungle, Humbat's only level 15 as well, while adapting is 2 levels ahead. There's Durgis going in for the aggression, forcing out the backflip, leaps in to chase after. Good Fear No Evil, though. The Humbats might actually make them pay for this. This was a good play from him.
Good control there. Push on the left side. They're still diving. Sandra gets up in there just in time. Chalk is looking for Scylla is there as well. They're going to get away. Durgis dropping very low. He's got nowhere to go, and he goes down. Again, unnecessary aggression with no support from the team. They might be throwing away another shot here as they jump back towards the gold. 3 Spirit Steps coming through. It's going to connect.
Hit!
Not enough to get the damage off
1270.
there. Scylla's going to get away from this one. Hubots will need a jump again or some kind of teleport. Doesn't have it. They're still going for it, though. Right side being split push here by Loki and Habwa. Great choice by them. Scylla still standing. Needs a single shot. Munis needs the hit. Over the wall he goes. There goes the hit. Nice shot with the Sentinel. Going to disengage. Mid tower will be forfeit, but the right Phoenix is now being pressured.
Yeah, right Phoenix being pressured. I mean, they gave away a lot on the left-hand side, but at the cost of a Fire Giant, of a Phoenix for Illusion, I5 made it work for themselves. They made a mistake and made them pay on the other side of the map. The whole of Illusion rotated, and I5 looked for the split push and actually found a Phoenix, and I'd take that every time.
Absolutely.
Oh, Sanitary!
no reason not to go for it. Sandentry is going to look for it. Right side looking for initiation as well on top. Not going to find it. Sandentry now running through the jungle here, getting forced back by Hubas. There's the slow from Somersault. Good Serenade. Needs a dash. Needs team support. The knockup. The crushing wave. Away. Apollo's still alive here. He goes down in the last second. Adapty's going to fall as well. Chalk coming from behind. Algong is here. Advent's cleaning it up. There goes the hit. Wants a little bit more damage. Hobwa hits so hard at this point. Scylla coming through. Advert clearing the wave. Just gets a little bit of life steal there. Does have that poly knockdown. I'm sorry, does have a little bit of control from the Bancrofts, telling that life steal is there. Looking for Chalk. Looking for Algong. Not going to find it. This is their chance to disengage. Dirge is still forcing the envelope.
Have to go for the Gold Fury now to try and make even more out of that one if they can. Durgis should be aware that it's available right now, as are the rest of his team, or they not seem to be wanting to do that. Going to pressure mid lane instead, tier 2 tower, but Chuck's there to defend for now, so that's going to force them back. And Gold Fury started by Advert right now. He's a bit low on health though, Drybear, so you'll see the team rotating and take aggro from him sooner rather than later.
Advert's taking it. Oh, still the last second. That Warlock Sash allows him to do that with an amount of HP that he does have here. The Gold Fury is going to fall down pretty shortly. Look at the gold graphs. It's going to be up over almost 10,000 actually. Excuse me, 9,800 gold total is what they're going to have here when this Gold Fury does complete. No Hog coming out from Odin here, not necessary, as no one's rotating over. They actually have vision to see that fact there. Rod is now done for Hobwa. Rod is now done for Scylla. It's looking grim right now for Team Illusion.
It's a good decision not to hog there as well, because you see the Fire Giant is flashing right now. It wouldn't be off cooldown by the time they get over for this Fire Giant. So Fire Giant now respawned. Hopefully i5 can try and secure this one and ward up. They're going to have to deal with a lot of wards that you see Illusion have placed. Good ward placements from them just to make sure they've got full vision of this. But a couple of sentries should clear that out and allow i5 to just look to finish off this game and look to the game that they've been looking forward to all day, which is going to be the decider between SK and i5 at who's going to have that real opportunity to go to the LAN event.
Yeah, that's right. i5, if they win this, move on next to face off against SK Gaming, as you mentioned. And of course, SK being 4th seed and i5 being 5th seed. If i5 wins in the round of 8, they have a very, very strong chance of going forward here. Actually, they have a... let me check on that.
It's close. It's close.
It's very close.
We'll just go with whichever one wins has a chance. That's what we're going to start with today, Dry, and we'll develop as time goes on.
Oh no! If they so if they get 4th spot and SK loses in the round of 8, they'll tie.
That's right.
It will tie in seeding points. That
and
is
if
incredible.
If they tie, then we're going to have a playoff game afterwards. But we'll see if we get to that one, because anything can happen on Europe, and we know that. We've seen it time and time again. Fire Giant been started this time. Wards have been cleared out, and this time Illusion are not going to be here to defend. Look at Sanentry on the left-hand side, though. Split pushing away and actually putting a lot of pressure on Neef under the Phoenix right now. Aelquan going to try and rotate over. Sanentry is getting very low here, and Aelquan can actually clean him up. Misses the squall, misses the tornado. World Weaver, though, got to connect, but there's a mess to delay the inevitable. It looks like Sanentry's going to go down. Is he? What? He's Duke! What? He picked up the kill and now Adaptin's here! Is he going to be able to find that kill as well?
That Loki damage is huge there. So I love the choice from Sandentry not to use his ultimate and not go for it. Because the problem is the second he uses his ultimate, and the reason why I said he had nowhere to go is the second Apollo ults there, Algong's going to ult and finish him off immediately. He was buying time and avoiding the shots from Algong as long as he can, but with Loki lurking in the wings, you can see there with Resu on Hoonbots, he has to avoid that burst damage. This is what I was talking about. And one of the reasons why they got the shell in the first place is you have Hobwa, Loki, and Scylla on the same team. They do so much incredible amounts of damage, and it's really, really hard to do anything against them. Algong not pushing his lane. Good block there from the Odin, just closing out immediately. Of course, I don't want to block the shots, but man, what a great play by i5. Sitting currently 16,000 gold in the lead, doing very, very well.
You okay?
Conquering?
You okay?
I love it.
You like it? It's the hype tie.
I love it.
I brought it out for NA yesterday and they loved it, and I asked chat today if they wanted the hype tie again. I thought, well, I should give it to them. I may even wear a special tie.
You're like a pretty butterfly with a head.
I know, it's so nice. I'm like, oh.
Just a little, like, just flap the bow tie. You're like a butterfly with a head on top of it.
Like this.
Yeah, see? It's a floating Hindu fly.
A Hindu fly.
We're hopping into the next match here, guys, shortly. i5 is doing so great. I think we really have to see this next match. So SK versus i5 is a match we want to watch. And like I mentioned, if i5 wins this match against SK, and they go into the round of 4, and even if they get that 4th slot, if they lose everything after that, and they get 4th slot, they win the 4th today. If SK is eliminated and I5 gets 4th, they will tie in seeding points, have the exact amount, and have to face off.
But it depends on Agilitas as well, Drybear. Because if Agilitas does better, they could possibly push them out. It's crazy close. This is the problem with EU right now. Like, we're spectating up on this game, first of all, because we're going to cast both the quarterfinal games, guys, if all the teams are actually in them. At the moment, this is going to be SK versus I5. We're going to watch that. And on the other side, after this one, we should be watching, I believe, Agilitas versus Team Coast Blue, which is the other deciding game that factors into which teams are going to make it to this 3rd and 4th place position.
3rd and 6th together if Agilitas wins this matchup. In fact, if Agilitas goes into the finals today, they're looking very, very sharp for that 4th seed slot. It is so competitive right now. And you know that, TSM and C9, they don't really have to do anything today. They don't even really have to show up. I mean, they could literally just do nothing today and lose everything, but they're coming out today to show their support and look at just see how things go. SK, Agilitas, I5, Team Coast Blue, they're all fighting for their slots to see if they can lock themselves in to go to the regional $50,000 LAN. If SK wins, I5 will not have a chance to win at all. They'll be knocked down. That's just guaranteed. I mean, realistically, any of these teams, if they end up in the round of 8 and lose, they got nothing. So that's the big thing, right? You're looking at a very small difference between these teams, and that's why we're so excited about this round of 8 and round of 4, because if these teams lose early, they have no chance of making it into the regionals, and then no chance of making it into the Pro League.
That's right. So with this game that we're going to see now between
SK, that's not true. There's going to be a play-in for the Pro League for 2 teams. So I should. That's
true.
Myself.
That's true. I mean, yeah, they're going to get a chance. I mean, but for this game right now, to go to the LAN, one of these teams has to win to have a shot still at going, and to do that, they have to go through the other team. So this one's really important in EU today for these 2 teams. On the other side, Team Coast and Agilitas going on. We'll go into that one a little bit later on once we've gone through this one. But let's see who's going to have the opportunity to continue on and make it to this LAN from the top half of the bracket between I5 and SK Gaming. As soon as they decide to load it. Let's go, boys.
They get there. As soon as they get there, we're going to go.
Hype tie.
Hype tie.
Hype tie. And then if it goes crazy, I will bring out the secret tie. The secret.
So honestly, we know that Bart has a box of sunglasses. Just tons and tons of sunglasses. Do you have a box of bow ties?
I'll get you the box. Are you ready?
Ready. Is it in a box?
No.
I wish it was in a box. Make sure the secret tie's not showing.
They're all hung. They're all hung.
Are they tied together?
Yeah, I keep them all tied together permanently. One's fallen off. That one's fallen off. But yeah, they're all here. And every day I have to wake up and think which one I'm going to wear today to entertain you all, Like, what will go well today? With
I don't
the mood
know.
I'm in?
So, hold on. Is there... I think I see...
Oh, do you want to bring them back?
Are there 2 green dots on that bow tie?
I've got different ones. Oh, on this one, yeah. So it shows through the background of my amazing British flag in the background.
Isn't that great?
It's so nice. It's so nice.
Isn't that awesome?
I know. I'm happy with it. I like the little effect. And
cool.
It's actually yellow, but because of the green screen, issues.
So that's going to be a brief pause here coming up from us, guys. We're going to hop into the next match. It's going to be SK versus I5 coming up shortly. This is the match that determines who makes it into the top 4. That's going to be the determining match for these 2 teams. Everything is on the line right now for I5 and SK, so stick around. We'll be right back.